For 35 years, the same person has represented Wisconsin's 6th congressional district.
It's been a great honor.
But Republican Tom Petri announced earlier this year that he was not seeking re-election.
Sooner or later, you either are booted out, die, or retire, and I figure 35 years is a pretty good start, and no time is perfect, but this was a pretty good time.
And that announcement leaves the seat wide open.
And the candidates looking to fill the role are already public figures. They are Republican State Senator Glenn Grothman and Democrat Winnebago County Executive Mark Harris. Looking at the map here, the 6th district covers a large area, but it's the ground they would have to cover in Washington that may make for a challenge. Polls show public approval for Congress is at a record low. So what will these candidates do differently? Andrew Lacombe is back and has more.
Republican Glenn Grothman describes his political background as strongly pro-business. He says that would be a focus in Congress.
We've got to improve the business climate by helping businesses with regulation that sometimes you don't have in other countries, helping get our tax climate in line with other countries.
Mark Harris says he'd bring solid financial management to Washington. The Democrat is working on his 10th budget for Winnebago County.
So I do have experience with budgets. I have experience with making the tough choices. Now at the federal level, we have a large gap between what we're taxing and what we're spending.
Both candidates say the federal government spending needs to be better controlled. They also agree Congress has to win back support from the public. We asked the candidates why they're the right choice.
You have to accept that the ideal is not the enemy of the good. So sometimes you have to be satisfied with something that's good, even if it's not exactly what you wanted.
When I was in Madison, I never had a problem dealing with Democrats. I never had a problem breaking party lines. So I'd like to believe somebody who is going to lead to an increased amount of bipartisanship.
The man Harris and Grothman are vying to replace Congressman Petri, says he won't endorse Grothman in this election. Grothman brushed off the news. Harris said he wasn't surprised. Michelle?
Andrew, as we said before, the 6th district covers quite a large area in the state. Did the candidates talk about how they've reached out to the voters?
Yeah, that's definitely a question I asked. Both Harris and Grothman told me they've done a lot of traveling through the campaign. They've attended parades, fairs, spoken to a lot of community groups. They're each pretty well known in the areas they represent through their current positions, but they said they did a lot of work to get more name recognition in the rest of the district.